Hey guys, today we're going to do a upper body workout, arm workout, using our green bands, or if you'd like a little more resistance, you've always got that option to use your blue one. And then we're going to go into some leg work, some glute work today, side lying leg work. So a couple things for you. If you have any kind of blocks or even just a pillow, you might want to use those today. It all just depends on how comfortable it is for you to sit with your legs extended out in front of you. So you want to be in this nice L shape with those legs stretched out rather than kind of sinking back into that. And if this causes any problems on your low back or your hamstrings, then just go ahead and get yourself a pillow, or if you happen to have any blocks like this, go ahead and grab those. I'm going to throw those off to the side because I'm not going to need them. So we're going to start off with our band looped around our feet. So our legs are extended. We're going to reach through the crown of the head, feeling that stretch from tailbone to the crown. And our arms are just going to start off to the side here. We're just going to hold on to that band for a second, right about our knees, maybe a little bit above the knees. Taking a deep breath in, letting it go, and just feeling that stretch from your hip bones to your heels. So feel that stretch down the back of your leg. Bring your awareness now to the back of the body. So from tailbone to crown of head and tailbone to back of the heels. Excellent. Now from here, we're going to start to warm up those arms by just going into a gentle pull here. So we're just opening that chest up, pulling those elbows slightly behind your back, and opening those collarbones a little bit wider. So add your breath here, exhale, pull those elbows back, inhale, return. This doesn't have to be super tight for this first round. We'll get a little bit more into it later. We'll do more repetitions and you can increase that intensity. Of course, if you want to go all in right now, I'm not going to stop you. You just go right ahead. That'll be great. Let's go 5 more. 4, 3, draw those elbows back to the back wall. And on our final one, we're going to hold the elbows back here and just do little pulses. Like think about drawing those elbows just kind of in a little bit of a backward press. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, I found my triceps there. Hope you guys did too. Now we're going to cross the band. So we're taking the opposite tail into each hand. Shoulders again are down and back, crown of the head is up, and I'm taking the palms, holding the palms with the tails. So I'm going to draw my elbows back, really kind of open my chest up, and then return, flipping your palms back over. So it's palms up on the way back, palms down on the way over. We call this supination and pronation. That's it. It matters what's going on in those wrists there. That whole arm is rotating. We go 5. That's it. 4 more. 3, and of course you can tighten up on that band if that's not enough. I think I need a little bit more. And final one, we're going to hold it here, pulse it back, elbows draw to the back of the room, collarbones are open, and you're keeping that rib cage knitted down. So think about those ribs pulling down to the top of your hips. You want to feel that downward pressure. Oh yeah, 4 more. 3, 2, and 1, and release it. Sweet. Now we're going to work the back of the deltoid here. So our deltoid, our shoulder, has 3 parts. It has the top, the center, and the back. So now we're going to focus on the back. So I'm going to let up my slack a little bit. I don't want it as tight as I did before. And I'm going to draw a line back here with my elbows and then try to keep a 90-degree angle of my arms. Can you see this angle right here? So rather than my wrist being right in here, I've got it open like this. So, but parallel with the floor. Yes. And so we can feel that right there in the back of that shoulder. This is called rear delt work. We go for 5. And 4. Nice. 3 more. Draw those elbows back. Try to keep that 90-degree angle. And final one, and once again, we're going to hold it here. Lengthen out of the crown of the head. Knit those ribs down and pulse it back for 6. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release it out. Ooh, nice. Feel it up here. Trying to keep out of my traps. We're going to uncross the bands, Hinge back a little bit. We get a little bit of ab work here, and pull those elbows right to your hip bones. So this right here is your iliac crest. And we're going to do a bicep curl here. And as we bicep curl, we're inclined to just let it snap back, right? So resist that return here. So bicep curl, your abs are working. Keep those shoulders open and rolled back. And we get 5 and 4. You got it, guys. 3, 2 more. Final one, we're gonna hold it here and release it slow. So it's 4. Keep those biceps working. 3, 2, and 1. And again, curl it up. We'll do this one more time slowly. 4, 3, 2, and last one. And come on up out of it. Nice work. All right, how's your back doing? Again, don't be proud. If you need a pillow or a block, anything that you have that you can sit up on, you can do that just to make yourself more comfortable. Now we're going to take the tails into one hand. So I'm just naturally inclined to start with my right. And whenever I do this, I usually take my opposite hands behind my back so I can open my chest and work on stretching this pec out just a little bit. I'm not going to want to be too tight on my band, so I'm working my way down towards the lower end of it. Sitting up straight, this elbow is going to come right across my body, and I'm going to go into a single arm row. So I want it to be long enough that I can at least stretch my arm out, then pull to my hip, and then rotate. So I stretch it to my hip and rotate. So we're getting this rotation as well as the single lat pull. So the lats are right here underneath your armpits, and we're just going to work down into this. So feel that downward pull. Yeah, we got 5. And 4. Work on that rotation, keeping both legs the same length, keeping both hips even. So what I mean by that is sometimes we rotate out of our hips like this to get that rotation here in the spine, but we want it to come here from the thoracic spine and not the pelvis. We got 3. And 2. And final one, hold it here, and we're going to pulse it back. 5 and 4, 3, 2, and final one. Let's go to the left side now. I take my right hand behind my back, my left arm extends first, we pull it to the hip, and then rotate, and I'm keeping, again, my legs the same length. Try to make this kind of distinct moves, like 1, pull to the hip, 2, rotate, 3, come back, 4, release. There you go. You don't have to be that rigid about it, but make it nice and consistent there. Working that rotation, feeling those obliques as you rotate. And we're drawing down here underneath the lats. We got 5. Yes, and 4. 3. Good, 2 more. And final one. Excellent job, guys. All right, shake those legs out if you need to. Now I'm going to open my band into a V here. Once again, I'm sitting up tall. I'm taking the tail just between my thumb and my first finger. Let the shoulders roll back and kind of pull the bottom corner of your shoulder blade down towards your hip. Kind of visualize that in a downward pull. And then from here, we're going to go back into a lateral press here. So our arms are out to the side. And we're pressing those palms backward in space. So I'm coming just above my, in front of my chest and just behind my arms, or my armpits. Yeah, just right behind your back if you can. We got 6. Woo. And 5, that's a doozy. 4, and 3. Last 2, and you know we got pulses today. Final one, we pulse it back. 5, and 4, and 3. Woo. And last one, and release. Sweet. Okay, we're going to repeat all that one more time. Of course, you could repeat it a 3rd time if you wanted to, but for the sake of the video, we're just going to do it one more time. So we start here, and notice I'm choking up a little bit more. So I'm bringing my hands up to the tails, and this is where we start off with just that row. We're pulling those elbows back. Crown of the head reaches up to the ceiling. Draw those elbows back. That's it. We got 6 and 5. Hang in, guys. 4, 3. Last 2. Final one. Hold it here. Pulse those elbows back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Good. Now we're going to go right into that bicep. So I'm going to hinge back, keep those hips anchored, and bicep curl here. I know we did the lats first, but I wanted to do the biceps first. You can do that. You can change things up. That's how we women are, right? Raise that chest up. We got 6, and 5, 4, 3. I can see my bicep shaking. Last one, hold it here. We release slow. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And again, pull it in and then come out. 4, 3, 2, 1. And final one, bring it in, come in slow. 4, 3. I know I threw that one in. And 1. And bring it up. Nice. All right, cross those bands. We're going to come up again, chuck it up here, and go into that double lat pull. So this is where we pronate and supinate those hands. Flip the palms down, flip the palms up. Notice how my shoulders are trying not to elevate. They're going backwards, squeezing between those shoulder blades. That's it. We got 5 and 4. Almost punctuated at the back, like you're squeezing those elbows to touch each other. Yes. And on the final one here, we're going to pulse it back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release it out. Nice. Okay, I don't want it as tight for this one. It's a lot harder to get up here into that rear delt, so I'm letting my shoulders pull down and then draw those elbows back. So here's a little rule though. If you can't keep your shoulders out of your ears, bring your elbows down. I would much rather have your elbows low than your shoulders high. All right? This is one of those areas of opportunity for a lot of us. I remember when I first started doing these, literally hated these. These would be the ones that I would like have to suddenly go to the bathroom and miss in class. It's horrible. But it's nice to have them. So don't give up. You can get there. 5 and 4 and 3. Let's go 2 more. And 1. All these things you're finding out about me. Let's go. Pulse and pulse. Draw those elbows back. 5, 4, 3. Raise that chest. 2 and 1. And release it down. Woo. Try to keep that tension out of the neck, out of the upper traps there. Okay, now we're going to go straight into the single lat. So I've got the handle, or the band on one hand, right side first, and I'm going into that rotation, pulling this elbow back, turning my head, right? So the cervical spine, which would be your neck, follows the thoracic spine. So as we rotate, we're turning that head. And I'm really working to keep this left hip anchored down. Can you see this diagonal line right here? That's working in what we call the transverse plane. We want to work the body in all planes of motion. Let's go 3 and 2 and 1. And I'm going to go straight up to here into a rear delt, which I don't think I did last time, but this is why we get fun. I like to change things up for you. 6 and 5, 4. Sitting up tall. We go 3. Knit those ribs down. Last 2. Final one. Can we pulse it back? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, switch sides. So I take my right hand behind my back, bends in my left, and we add the rotation, rear delt here. See, our feet are just so convenient to be our resistance here. Adding that rotation. This is my hard side. 5 and 4 and 3, 2. Final one, go back up to that rear delt. I know I didn't pulse on that one, but we will here, I promise. Draw that elbow back, try to keep that wrist out. You don't have to rotate on this one. If you want to, you can. Go 4 more, and 3. Oh yeah, last 2. Keep that wrist strong and straight. Remember, there's no breaking the wrist rule. Hold it here, and we pull 6. This is no broken wrist. This would be a broken wrist. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent job. Do you guys remember the last move? We brought the band out to the side and we did kind of a lateral raise, working once again the rear delt, pulsing out to the side. bottom rib nips down to the hip, crown of the head reaches up to the ceiling. We go 5, 4, 3, hang in 2, and final 1, and release that band. Oh, nope, we gotta pulse. Let's go pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew, yes. Oh, so my mind started to think while I was doing that about how to help you if you're having a hard time sitting in this L shape. So I want to give you just a quick little exercise that you can do at home. All you need is a wall. So what you can do is scooch on up to a wall. I'm going to kind of come at it sideways here and try to get your booty as close to the wall as possible and let your legs climb up that wall. And this is going to help lengthen the back of your hamstrings and your low back. The thing that you want to do is make sure that your tailbone is pushed down into the wall or onto the floor, and I'm just going to give you a side view. Rather than letting it be up like this, you want it to be flat like this so you have a little bit of space here under your low back. So this sacral bone is pushing down rather than curling up here. And that's going to help you get L-shaped and stretch out those hamstrings and low back, among a lot of other things that will help with that. Okay, let's go into some side lying leg work. Yeah, if you could do that for like a couple minutes a day, it feels good. It's actually a yoga pose. All right, we're going to go straight into some side lying leg work here. So I'm going to stretch the body straight down the middle of my mat. And just a few lifts and lowers here, pointing that toe out, reaching that toe to the wall. Soft out of that shoulder that I'm resting on. 5, 4, oh yeah, 2, final one, hold it here. We're going to stir around, working this medial glute. You try to keep that left side of your body or the other lying side of your body anchored down on the floor. That's it. 2, 1, go back the other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. All right, guys, now we go up with that top leg, bottom leg zips to meet it, and we come back down. So it's up, up, and down. Again, up, and down. How about 4 more? Up, and down. That's it. 3. Perfect. 2. Oops, they didn't come down together. Last one. Nice. All right, now we bring both legs up. We're going to hold here. Can you bring your top arm over your head? Kind of like a banana shape here. Hang in 4, 3, 2. This is grand finale on this side. 1. And release. Sweet. Okay, just wanted to sneak in a little glute work here. So we're going to go over on our right side now. Or your other side, whichever you chose. Straight long line down the middle of your mat. Close those ribs. And we start with an up point, down flex with that top leg. Working right here in that glute. Trying to stay balanced so you don't rock on that mat. You're perfectly stacked. Shoulder over shoulder, hip over hip. One of the metaphors we use is imagine you're wedged between 2 panes of glass. My favorite is to be the cream filling in the Oreo cookie though. All right, take that top leg up and we start to stir out of that femur bone. Glutes are working. We got 5, 4, 3. Oh yeah, this is a good one. Reverse it, go the other way. Soft that shoulder up here. 4, that core is working for sure. 2, and final 1. And we go to the staggered leg, so top leg lifts, bottom leg meets it, and they return together. Top leg, bottom leg, meet. Good, we're working the abductors here, the adductors here, and then they come back down. Yes, both sides of the body are working. Up, up, and down. Let's go 3. Up, and down. 2. You got it. And last one. Up, and down. Perfect. All right, then I had you lift both legs. Maybe we pointed them last time. I'm going to flex them this time. And then I'm going to reach out over that top arm. Yes, reaching those heels to the wall. Get into that banana shape. 3, 2, and 1, and lower it back down. Nice. Oh, great workout, guys. Let's do just a little bit of arm stretching. So I'm going to sit back up, crossing my legs. Oh, my glutes are sore. Cross that right arm over. Yes, and right here we're pushing that shoulder away from your chest. Good, and then we're going to pull that elbow up to the ceiling. Take this hand down to the middle of your back. Good, and just to get a little lateral work here, how about a flex? We'll flex over to that side. Nice. Come back to center. Roll it down. Let's go left arm across our chest. Press that shoulder away from your ear. And then elbow up, hand down behind you. Pull this elbow inward, keeping it from hiking, and then a little lateral flexion here. Deep breath in. Perfect. Bringing it back up. Good. Big exhale. Let's do another breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Thank you all for going on this journey with me. I hope that you are learning a lot about your body and just really feeling connected and starting to enjoy learning and growing and feeling stronger even in those little ways. So pay attention to those little ways. Start to notice how you might move better, how you might stretch better, how you might be able to squat down a little bit easier. Those little things make such a big difference as we start to add them up. That flexibility, the mobility, even that awareness. So if you're down here and you're starting to feel a little bit more connected and it's keeping you from worrying about other things, then that's exactly what it's supposed to be doing. So thank you again. I love you all. Have a great day.